Deer jerky with only 3 added ingredients. I really think you guys are going to like this one. It's good stuff. Y'all hang in there with me. We're on. Okay, we're going to do some venison jerky with only 3 added ingredients. I got 3 pounds of ground venison here. Was lucky enough, blessed enough to harvest a couple does this year, so we got that. And the star of the show for this is Dale's. I know Dale's can be salty, but we like our stuff kind of salty here. And also some garlic pepper. And the third ingredient we won't add until tomorrow. So it's tonight. We're going to get this marinated up, let it sit in the refrigerator overnight, and then we'll lay it out on our dehydrator trays and add the third ingredient. Me and my wife's been messing with recipes for the last year and a half or so. We've used this high mountain stuff here. You can use this. This is good. This is the hickory. It's probably not our favorite. We like Cajun the best, but we do have some of this left over. But we've come up with this right here, and it's pretty simple. So let me get my gloves on here. So for every pound of meat, I've got 3 pounds here. For every pound of meat, we're going to take a tablespoon of this garlic pepper. All right, so there's that. And then for every pound, we're also going to take a half a cup of this Dale's. So this is going to be 1.5 cups that we're going to need for this recipe. Now, like I said, this can be salty, but we kind of like the salt here. If you think it's too salty, Dale's is too salty, you can use the low sodium Dale's, or you can even cut down on the marinade time. We're going to do this overnight for hopefully about 10 to 12 hours. You can do it 4 to 5 hours and to cut down on the salt. So now we're just going to get in here and just work this together. Get this ground meat to soak up all this right here. This is really, really good. Just kind of get it worked in there. All the liquid soaked up and that seasoning is mixed in there really good. I didn't add no curing salt to this, and for 2 reasons. One, this Dale's has got plenty of sodium in it to be fine, and for 2, it's not going to last that long. We'll have this ate within a couple weeks. If I was going to use low sodium Dale's, I might add the curing salt. But for this recipe right here, we'll eat it up pretty quick, and it's got all that sodium in it. I'd see no need to add the curing salt. So we've got that mixed pretty good. It's soaked in there. We'll get some cling wrap here. And we'll cover it up and let it go overnight in the refrigerator. I hate this stuff right here. I promise you, this is right out of the devil's rear end. I can't never do it right. So, all right, so we got that covered up. I'm gonna take this out to the garage, put it in the refrigerator, let it go overnight, and we'll pick back up tomorrow. We'll lay it out on our dehydrator trays and go through the steps on how long I cook it and all that mess. So we'll pick back up tomorrow. All right, guys, this is the next day. Our meat's been going overnight, about 12 hours. As you can see, it's soaked up everything good. All the flavors are mixed in good. So it should be really good. So we're going to spray we got our jerky tray, our dehydrator trays laid out here. I'm going to hit them with a little non-stick. You really don't have to do this, but when you use ground, it can stick pretty easy, so it helps it from doing that. Get my jerky going here, and just kind of ball it up and load it in there. I'll link this gun in the description if you guys are interested in the jerky gun. This is a pretty good one. Amazon link. But you just kind of ball this stuff up, shove it in there. Like that right there. I think this gun holds right at a little over 2 pounds maybe. So I usually have to fill it up twice to do my 3 pounds of meat here. My dehydrator holds right at 3 pounds. It's the last tray is just got just a little bit of space left on it, so 3 pounds works out perfect. So just stuff it in there the best you can. Try to keep all the air out of it. So it can get messy. So that's enough to start with. And you just shove this dude in there like that. Come up here and slide her down. You see I'm making a little bit of a mess there. And she's ready to go. We've already got it sprayed. So you just come up here and start laying it out like this right here. Y'all give me in the comments y'all's recipe that y'all like. If y'all got a good jerky recipe that you guys like or has been in your family or something, let me know what that is. Maybe I can try that out, because everybody loves jerky, especially road trips. I love to have jerky on a road trip. So, little pro tip: if you like your jerky tender, you see how I'm rippling that up right there, making it rise. That right there will make it a little bit more tender. If you lay it flat, it's more jerky-like or whatever, but this can give it a little bit of a tender texture. So I do like half and half. I do some of it flat like this all the way out, and then some of it I put them ripples in there, but that ripple really lets it be tender. So it's cold here. We're getting white death of 2026 already. We're supposed to be getting like, I don't know, 8 inches of snow or more, which is a lot for our area, so we're all gonna die. So we're making jerky for survival. That's what we're doing. So we don't deal with the snow real good down here in the south. Snow's not bad, but we're supposed to get some sleet and rain and freezing rain and stuff on top of it later on tonight. So we're not looking forward to any of that. We're just laying it out on the tray right here. And I'll take this right here and I'll ripple it like I just said. Just kind of, basically you just pump the gun and you'll get a ripple. If you keep it squeezed all the time, the trigger squeezed, it'll lay it flat. So I'm pumping that to get a ripple. So it gives it a little bit of tender taste to it. All right, I'm gonna load the rest of these trays up, and I'll pick back up in a second. We'll add the last third and final. All right, we're finishing up the last little bit of meat that I've got in my gun here. So add the last ingredient. We got a big old pot of vegetable soup going over here, vegetable beef soup, for this cold winter storm we got going on. So actually not gonna need that last tray. I'm out. Usually I have to have that, so that's pretty good. All right, this is the last ingredient, and it's just coarse black pepper. And this right here adds a little spice to it, and it helps with the texture of it. And we add this pretty thick because we're only adding it to one side, because you can't really flip this ground over. So we just add this to this one side pretty thick, and it gives it a little kick, and it blends well with that Dale's. And this is it's good stuff. We've really come to like this recipe. Out of all of them we've done and tried a bunch over the years, this one right here is easy and probably the best in my opinion. Until you guys give me yours, maybe y'all have a better one. Like I said, comment below. Tell me what it is, link it if it's to another channel or a Pinterest article or whatever. Let me know what it is. Get it on there thick. So, all right, there it is. So we'll go out here and get it going in the dehydrator. All right, guys, it's my last two trays. I've already got the rest of them in here. I've got my dehydrator here already preheated, ready to go. Load these up. Now I'll link this dehydrator too. This is a really good one. So we're gonna do 158. Oh, 158 for 5 hours. And that's it. That's all we're gonna do. She's cooking. Like I said, I had it preheated, especially today because it's so cold out here. The garage is not insulated. So we've got it preheated. We'll let it go for 5 hours. We won't touch it. Just let it go. 5 hours is off. We'll have fresh ground venison jerky. All right, guys, so it's been 5 hours. Jerky's done. It turned out pretty well. We love this batch.
Yeah, it's really good.
So that's it. 5 hours, and then I done took a bite out of that piece. But all we do now is just store it in these little Ziploc bags. Just take it. Now just break it in half like that right there, in 2 or 3 pieces. Store it in the bag. And another little pro tip, if you'll take this straight to the refrigerator before it's cooled completely off, before it's cooled completely off, when it's still warm, and get it in the refrigerator pretty quick, it really adds a kind of another brittle texture to it, like that more jerky feel, especially when you're using this ground jerky. So I seen a video, a TikTok video of that, I think, and I tried it, and you can really tell the difference if you get it straight to the refrigerator. So this is all we do. We just bag it up in these bags, and I'll take it. Like right now in the wintertime, I'll just keep a bag of it in my truck. So it's already there. I do a lot of driving, and that's what I like to snack on. So I'll put them up about bags like that right there, and that's it. But y'all give this recipe a try. I think you'll really like it. And thank y'all for watching. Until next time, like and subscribe. We're on.